Hello, craft beer friends, and welcome to Season 11, Episode 1 of Tap to Craft Podcast. I am Denny Luce, coming to you from Boise, Idaho, and my partner in craft, the dog whisperer, and my favorite Florida man from Tampa, Florida, Mr. Kris McKenzie. How the heck are you doing tonight? And tell me what's in your glass.
Well, if I could get my screen to do what I needed it to do, I'd be totally fine. But other than that, hey man, I'm just all peaches and sunshine over here.
Peaches and sunshine, peaches and cream and
Or
sunshine.
rainbows and unicorns or whatever the hell you want to
Oh,
call it.
rainbows and unicorns sound fun.
Well, it
And
just kind of
sparkles.
yeah, it just kind of depends on the group you're talking to, I suppose. But in my glass this evening, I'll admit I haven't cracked it open yet, but my first
Okay.
beer is almost gone. My pre-show beer is almost gone. And I'll be cracking open a beer from Denny. I feel like a label whore today because I grabbed
Okay.
I grabbed my Tap the Craft glass instead
Nice.
because I
Nice.
almost grabbed my Barriehaus glass,
Oh yeah.
matched the
Okay. Berry
shirt I'm
House
wearing.
shirt. Yeah.
Then I went, oh, okay, well, most of the beers I have in the fridge right now are
Good old
Barriehaus.
Berry House.
So
Nice.
once I finish this beer from Distill, however the hell you pronounce it, that brewery
Yeah.
in Illinois here, I'm gonna be
Which makes
drinking
some
this,
good beer.
I'm gonna be drinking this Barriehaus Bublina, which is a Czech style Pilsner. Also just won the where is it? I know it's got to be on here. The World Beer Cup got the gold
Oh,
in the World Beer Cup this year,
nice. Nice.
and very much deserved because it's really good.
Oh, good. Good. So what's the history behind the name Bublina?
No idea,
No idea?
no clue. You know, if we could get Jim and Britt on the show,
Yeah.
we could ask them. But
Yeah.
they're busy folks. They're opening up a second location right now.
Oh man.
Um, Probably about 30 minutes from their current one. So I'll just keep hounding them, sending them emails, text messages, dropping
Okay.
in to
Well,
buy more beer and going, hey, remember me?
yeah. Yeah. So what's different about the location that they're opening the new one? What's different like the location they're in currently? Where
Uh-huh.
is that
It's in
in a
it's
centralized area or is
Yeah,
it
so
out?
it's in Ybor, so it's in basically
Okay.
just outside of downtown Tampa. It's a smaller location, so I don't know if they're going to be brewing on site in the new one, or if they're going to be transporting beer, or if they're brewing at the new location. And I don't know. It's a lot of things. I would imagine a lot of moving pieces, a lot of moving
Hmm.
parts. So I'm curious to see what's going to come out of that location
So
because
it might just be a tap room that they can just serve
maybe.
clientele from a different part of town.
Maybe it makes it easier to go get the beer. So, um, and in the town they're going into, uh, has started to see some growth over the last couple of years too. So, it used to be one of those places where it was all just, cow pastures and orange
Oh,
groves as far as the eye can see. And then it's starting to become apartment buildings and, that kind of thing.
yeah. Yeah.
Apartment
So wait a
buildings
minute.
and housing. And
You have cows in Tampa?
yeah, we're a big beef state.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That's, I figured all the gators would be eating the cows and good old meal out there, but I guess not.
No, they're yeah, we're big, and I mean it's like anything we do, we're basically go big or go home.
Go big. Okay, and there's
Yeah.
no problem of the cows falling into sinkholes or anything.
I mean they probably won't publicize that. But
Oh man.
anywho, what about you? What's your day looking like? And what's in your glass?
Well, the day is good because it's almost over and I get to roll it out with my good buddy Kris. Thank you, Kris, for making my day much better because I like to get on here and laugh with you and talk about beer and you just make me happy. So thank you for
Well,
that.
thank you.
And I'm drinking a Jim Dandy beer. This is left over from my trip I took on vacation. I've got a 4 pack of this Stampede Hazy double IPA coming in at 8% ABV. So it is a couple months old,
Mm.
but still damn good. And I'll tell you, it's nice and hazy. Looks like orange juice, and it's really a very delicate double IPA, hazy double IPA. The flavors are really subdued, and it just has a soft, tropical character to it, and it's good.
Okay.
Um, and it you can't tell it's 8% until you finish it, and then you realize, oh, damn, that was 8%.
Not
But yeah, it's tasty. So
not necessarily words you hear together when you're talking about double IPAs, like delicate and
yeah,
soft.
yeah, it's just soft and not too sweet
I
and
take
not
it back.
alcoholic at all.
I take it back. You definitely do, especially when they're the hazies. When they're talking about
There,
the pillowy mouth feel.
yeah, pillowy mouthfeel. It does have a pillowy mouthfeel. It just I'm so used to so many of these hazy IPAs being like big citrus, ripe fruit,
Yeah.
citrusy, tropical, pineapple-y, mango in there maybe, flavors that are like dominant and with that softness. And this one is just very mellow.
Hmm.
And the flavors, you really have to let the beer like evolve as you're drinking it because you have to kind of give it time to get the flavors in there. And it is nice. It's just a nice subtle. Is it my favorite one that they've done? No, it's not. They've done a lot. They've done some better ones, but I do appreciate that they're trying to provide people with different experiences, not the same old thing every time. And in fact, Sarah just got back from taking our grandson to visit Haley last week,
Oh, nice.
and so she brought back a couple new beers that they had. One of them was another. I think it was just an IPA, not a double. It's their six year beer because they celebrated their 6th year on the 4th of July, and it's a really they use a hop that's really it's got a name of a Pineapple Express,
Hmm.
uh, Pineapple Express terpenes. So it's not really the hop; it's just the hop terpenes that help you know accentuate the flavor. But it comes across super dank. I mean, I poured it into a glass. I took my nose to it, and it was like Dank City. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my
Well,
gosh, this is really going to be quite the skunky type beer. And taste it, and sure enough, you get some of that. You get that in up front, and then it goes into the other flavors. It's really like layered and got a lot of stuff going on. And then as the more it warms up, that dankness kind of settles out. I think it kind of escapes out of the top of the glass, and it's really an enjoyable, different experience that I really really liked.
funny enough, we were talking about Pineapple Express today as well. Just
Were you?
not the
Not the terpenes, the
yeah,
hop
we were
terpenes.
talking about something completely different. But yeah, we're talking about Pineapple Express here as well.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, hey, we have been going on, rambling on for about 10 minutes.
We're good
and
at it.
we and we're just in the beginning of the show. We haven't even started the show yet. But let's get this show started. And like we always say, if you are new to Tap to Craft podcast, we are an educational podcast focused around celebrating all things craft beer because we want to assist you, our listener, along in your craft beer journeys and adventures. And you're listening to episode 261, recording on Monday, July 22nd, 2024. And we are live on Facebook. If you would like to join us during our recording session sometime, you can do that on the Monday prior to release at 8:30 Eastern Time. You can be like Jeff Seiler and Matt Griffo, who are with us right now, listening to us ramble on about beer, about Pineapple Express terpenes.
Hmm.
But in this episode, we are going to learn about the effect of water in beer. Yes, we've done a water and beer topic back almost, you know, 9.5 years ago.
I mean, a decade ago.
Yeah, it was actually episode 14. We talked about water in the process of making beer. So a
Yeah.
long time ago. But guess what? Water makes a big difference in your beer. And we're going to talk about how water affects your beer, as well as doing our July 10tackers.com mini tacker of the month unboxing. Yes, we're going to unbox the July 10 tacker. So stay tuned for that.
That
Of
over
course,
there.
you can count on Kris and I having some great conversation as well. And Kris and I would like to thank all of our Patreon supporters because this episode is brought to you in part by our satisfied Patreon supporters like Mike Allen, Bill Schlemmer, Amanda and Kevin Argauer, Mike Blanchard, Tara Carlson, Jim Cuzzo, and Alex Foose, who are our virtual producers. And Tom Byrne, Jeff Seiler, Johan Halberg, Chad Lamassa, Mark Church, Eric Grownley, and Eric Scotty Ward, who want to buy us a virtual beer. If you enjoy the content we provide, we invite you to support the show by toasting your host or buying us a virtual beer or even becoming a virtual producer. You can explore the options on our support page by visiting patreon.com/tapthecraft. Whew, that was a lot to talk about. Let's roll in to our July 10tackers.com mini-tacker of the month unboxing. Kris, now you just threw that to the side.
Yeah,
Bring it back.
really far
Bring
away.
it back.
Matt
Yes.
Griffo said that he's having an astral messenger from Odd Colony all the way up in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, nice.
Matt, are you in Pensacola or did you just happen to get that beer?
That's a good question.
Well, because Pensacola is 6-8 hours away. It's not. Where is the damn seam in here? I don't want to freaking.
It is amazing that, like, I always think, I mean, Florida's a long state. And so how long would it take you to go from Miami all the way to Pensacola? Would that be like 24 hours?
No, he said he just got back a couple days ago. But I can tell you, for me in Tampa, it's, I believe, approximately 6 hours to Pensacola. And then from me to Miami is about 3-ish hours.
Oh, okay. So that's not too bad.
It's not crazy. It's not like Texas crazy, but it's out there. Denny, you're gonna love the name of this brewery.
Wow, great.
Is it really, Matt? Matt said it's 12 hours from Miami. Holy crap.
12 hours?
I don't know. Florida math.
So it is about 12 hours then. Do we have more than one thing in here?
There should be.
Ah, okay. I found it.
These envelopes, Jen, by the way, these envelopes are, I would imagine, also so much easier for you guys instead of trying to wrap them up in that craft paper. But these things are sticky.
These are gonna be, yeah, they are hard to get open, but they are easier on your lone worker. She's such a great worker at that. Okay, the July 2024, I'm gonna get it out. Swag is a little extra surprise in your mailbox every month. Juniper Brewing Company, Crack and Pill sticker. You voted stickers as your favorite swag, so here's another label for your collection. So many things to do with these beauties. Stick them on your beer fridge, your laptop, your Yeti, wherever. Hey, members, don't forget to use your discount code TAPTHECRAFT, all one word, for special pricing on any purchase at tintackers.com. And there's that sticker. Look at that sucker. Nothing like a good juniper. I love juniper.
Look at that. Mine has the city of Tampa in the background.
Yeah.
So out of BG, Ohio, my guess is that these guys are out of Bowling Green, which is up in the northwest corner of northwest corner of the state of Ohio.
Are there a lot of juniper?
I really don't know. Big college town. So Bowling Green State University is there, big college town. And usually pass through it on the way to Cedar Point. At least we did.
Okay.
Matt corrected himself. He said it's 10 hours from Miami. It's 12 hours from Key West, which...
Oh, no, Key West doesn't even count, does it?
Yeah, it's still Florida.
Is it really? It's not even like connected.
It is. It's connected by miles of bridges. Miles.
I don't count. I count that as like some just like sand bars out in the middle of the
Listen,
water.
you're about to not have any favorite Florida men in your corner.
I've never been there. It looks fun.
It looks like a blast.
It looks scary. There. Like I'd hate to be there during a hurricane.
Yeah, I would not want to be there during a hurricane. Well, you wouldn't be there. They'd be like, y'all got to go. It's time.
I wouldn't like to have a property there during a hurricane because, I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, anything that's there longer than 10 years is doing pretty good, I'm guessing. I'm not sure.
Eh?
Yeah, it is what it is. All
They
right.
build them strong.
How about our July 2024 mini-tacker? It is from Juniper Brewing Company. Beer, food, coffee, friends, whether you come for the themed trivia, live music, name that tune, crazy good food, or delicious brews, that's right, beer and coffee. Juniper Brewing is a place to be with your friends this summer. Their seasonal beer list is loaded with refreshing libations, including a shandy, a kolsch, a lager, pilsner, blonde, hard seltzer, wheat beer, red ale, fruited sours, and an IPA or three. Juniper Brewing Company is located in Bowling Green, Ohio. You were right, Kris. And there we go. Look at this beautiful tacker.
Ah, that thing's awesome. It's gonna wash out on
Nice.
mine.
I
Yeah.
can't even see it. It's just an outline, man. Just an outline.
Look, even I can look through it. It's a
Oh,
portal into my heart. Yeah. That's what you get for
no.
having a green screen, I guess. But
Yeah,
that's an
I
awesome
like
one.
that. I like that. I love the cutout ones like this. Yeah, and juniper is one of my favorite little sprigs to put in my beer or my gin. Little berries, they're great. All right, well, thank you, Jen, for this awesome mini tacker of the month. We always look forward to it, and we really appreciate your support. And if you want to join the mini10tackers.com mini tacker of the month club, just go to 10tackers.com and press that link to subscribe, sign up, and make sure you use your Tap the Craft discount and show Jen how much you love her products and us. Okay, guess what? We had some voicemails. Not one voicemail, not two voicemails, but four voicemails. Now, two are from the same person. And it's not Jim Kutzel, believe it or not. He does
Hmm.
send one. So the first, we're going to go in order, Kris, of what I have on the list here, if you are ready for that.
Which one was on your list? I can't look at
No problem. The
that
first one is Eric Scotty Ward. He was
got
the
it.
first one to leave a voicemail. Now, keep in mind, we talked about Eric Scotty Ward last show. He's a newer listener, loving the show. Wrote in 3 times, email, joined our Patreon, and even sent a voicemail to us. That is the kind of super fan or super listener
That's
that we
the
really enjoy.
it's the super fan
So,
trifecta. He basically gets the
so come on, guys. Everyone has to live up to what Scotty Ward's doing here.
All right, well,
Okay,
let's see
so
what he's got to say.
let's listen.
Hey, Kris, Denny, it's Eric Scotty Ward. Appreciate you stumbling through my name and all of that. It's really Eric, but the Scotty Ward is more of a side name just to keep me covert. But you can call me Eric. You can call me Scotty Ward. Scotty Ward kind of sets me apart from the bazillion Erics out there. So
Mm.
whatever y'all'd like to do, but really enjoy the show. Again, you know, my bedtime is 8 o'clock, so I'll rarely catch your show live. So in the process of listening to it this morning, couple of things. Appreciate the shout out. Mr. Dunderbacks, I understand that it started by a husband-wife German couple about 50 years ago at University Mall on Fowler Avenue in Tampa, and was at that mall for I don't know how many years. I remember it being there. I went there and ate and drank. And then they eventually moved to the newest location, still a long time ago, but it's been in Tampa forever. So just wanted to shout out on this voicemail. You all seem to always be begging for people to call in, and you don't get enough call in.
Yeah,
So
he
here I am
listens.
calling in.
Mm-hmm.
Again, great job. Appreciate the show. Appreciate the content. And you all have a great rest of your week. Bye now.
Well, thank you, Eric Scotty Ward, because hey, we're glad you listened to us, and make sure you put that voicemail number in your speed dial. And anytime you want to contact us, just go ahead and leave that voicemail. We love hearing from you. Okay, next would be Jim Kutzel and friends.
Okay. Well, Scotty, just a heads up, I sent you a message on Facebook, so I don't know if you got that one yet, though. Let's see, Jim, right here.
Hey, everybody. Jim Kudzall here.
Tara Carlson here.
Sarah Carlson's here, too. And we have a special guest with us today.
Drum
Mr.
roll,
Chad
please.
Lamassa.
No way.
What's up, Chad?
Hi, it's me, guys. Cindy's here too.
Chad, lovely wife Cindy. We're all together. We're at a brewery called Chesapeake. It's in Anne Arundel County in Maryland. Crofton,
That's where I grew up.
name of the town. Yeah. And why is my screen disappearing? That's all right.
Hope it didn't cut off.
No, I don't think it cut off. I'm drinking a no, it's there. I'm drinking a nice cask porter, a British porter. It goes down really smooth, no carbonation, so it's goes down a lot easier than it should. Sarah, what's in your glass?
I'm drinking a root beer.
DD.
Non-alcoholic.
Dad, what's in your glass?
I'm drinking the same porter that Jim is.
And what do you think of it?
I'm not a huge cask guy, but I do like this. It's going down way too easy.
Yeah, that's one of the things I noticed.
Yeah.
Cindy, what are you drinking?
I have the pineapple cider, which is delicious. And I see I'm drinking faster than you.
Yes.
We were at the meeting.
Overdone?
I know. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, we just wanted to call to say hi. Chad and I, as you probably, many of you know, we both live in Maryland, and we're in different parts of the state. Tara and I live in southern Maryland. Chad lives just on the other side of the Key Bridge that is no longer there. So how was your experience driving over?
So we go through the tunnel, so we don't have to go
All right.
anywhere around that.
All right, so you don't normally even use the bridge anyway.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it. We just wanted to check in. You're probably surprised I could do this all in one call.
He said it before I did.
I usually do 3, but we'll wrap it up for now.
Well, that was awesome. I am so happy that you guys finally got to get together, living in the same state and traveling, all the beer travels you guys do. And finally it came together, which made me very, very happy.
Yeah.
And thank you for leaving a voicemail too.
Yeah, most definitely. That's probably one of my favorite parts about doing this is when we get to, I'm going to get real cheesy, when we get to unite people and make friends over craft beer.
That's right.
Because it sounded like they were having a lot of fun too.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. It's too bad Tara, she must have already reached her limit by the time she got on the call.
That's
drinking root
okay.
beer.
At least he wasn't.
Okay.
At least she wasn't watching The Bachelor.
Yeah, she's responsible. She's a responsible one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and then our last 2 voicemails. Yes, we have 2 from Mr. Chad Lamassa, the other listener there with Jim and Tara, and with his wife Cindy. So let's play Chad's number 1.
Go.
Hey guys, it's Chad. I know Jim called in yesterday and said we were together, and we were, and I just wanted to say that we had a really good time hanging out with Jim and Tara yesterday. We hit Chesapeake and Firm, and then, went our separate ways, but it was a lot of fun, and hopefully we can get to do that again sometime soon. Also, I wanted to say thank you to Eric Ronley for sending me some beers, including the Schoolhouse Bock, so I did get that, Denny. I guess that's it. Take care, guys. Bye.
All right. Number 2.
Sorry, it's Chad again.
Wait, one more thing.
To say, I really like our little community that we have here. A lot of good people, it seems like, and I wish more people were active on the Discord, though. Other than that, it's
Like
been
me.
fun getting to know some people just through the podcast and untapped interactions and stuff. That's really it. Take care. Bye.
Yes.
Make sure my Discord app is up to date because that's why I don't see things.
Yeah. No, I'm trying. It's been, Kris and I have been talking offline. It's been a rough last 4 weeks. Well, I was on vacation for 2 weeks. I come back, and then 4 or 5 weeks now later, I'm still having a tough time at work, and I haven't been I need to be better at checking the Discord nightly when I get home from work. But sometimes I get home late and I'm just like trying to eat, work out, and go to bed.
That's when
So I
Denny
try.
says, "Get."
I mean, I understand what Eric Scotty Ward when he says he goes to bed by 8 o'clock. I'm not quite that bad. I can stay up till 9 before I hit the sack.
Ooh.
But I mean, and I have been staying up later lately, trying to. I keep thinking that maybe I'll sleep better if I stay up till 10:30, but it's not working. I still up early every
Yeah.
day. I can't. I don't have an internal clock just wakes me up at 3:30 and that's it. I can't sleep past 3:30. But yeah, Discord is. We do have a few people on there. In fact, one time I went on there and I was thinking there'd be updates and there was no updates. It was kind of a slow period. But yeah, go in there. We have a bunch of different channels. Find one and ask the questions, or do what Chad and Matt Knight and Will D do a lot of posting special beers that they're drinking, which is kind of cool. They have their own. We have our own new and noteworthy section there, so you can just post your pictures and talk about the beer and show it off, show off labels, do whatever. We have a brewing section now for home brewers, where you can ask your questions, post your recipes, get feedback, your equipment. If you're a home brewer and you want to get in and chat about that, Will D, he wants to chat, so hook him up.
Right.
Hook
Show
him
him your
in.
equipment, guys.
Yeah, show
him
him your equipment. He did show off his equipment. He does have a fermenter that's all decked out like Sputnik, the satellite, the old satellite from the 60s. He's got in his brew system. But I want to thank Eric, Jim, and Chad for leaving voicemails. We love getting voicemails. And if you would like to be like these great guys, you can do that too by calling 208-536-3359. And if you've been drinking a little too much and you can't remember all those numbers, how about 208-53-ODDLY? That's easier. 53-ODDLY, 208-53-ODDLY. Program it into your phone. And then when you're ready, just say, call Tap to Craft voicemail, and then boom, just leave your voicemail. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be 3 voicemails. It could be just one 10, 15 second, quick little voicemail. We love those too.
Profess your love to us, whatever.
Yeah. All right. And if you are too shy to talk
Drink
to us,
more.
then you can write to us. Leave your comments and questions through email at taptocraft@gmail.com or on Facebook at facebook.com/taptocraft. And go visit our website, taptocraft.com, and find some fun stuff there. And we do the Discord. To find our Discord channel, just go to taptocraft.com/Discord, and it will take you to join our channel and our community. And it's our own private little server. No one's going to bug you from outside. It's only people who want to be there will be there. So it's great. All right, Kris, are you ready to continue this conversation?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, I'm glad, because it's now time to untap the craft and see what our listeners are drinking according to Untapped. Did I throw you off there?
No, I was watching a little moth hit my screen, and then it was just kind of like crawling all over your face.
Oh, did it make you look better?
No.
Nothing can do that, right?
Your beard does.
Yes,
your beard does.
I shaved on Saturday, and I didn't feel like shaving this morning, so it's kind of scruggly. But it's only one more month, basically, right? I think September 1st, I start growing it back. So you guys will be back with a beard soon.
Yep.
Summer will be over. It's 104 right now, so it's hot. I need to have a clean face when it's hot out like that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But interestingly enough, it does help with the facial hair. You don't get sunburn, that kind of thing.
True. Yeah. I never complained about having a beard when I had the big beard. It wasn't until I shaved it off that I realized that, wow, I can be a lot cooler without that insulation on there.
Yeah. Well, let's hop into our Untap the Craft segment, because I'm ready to go for that. Man, I'm just all kinds of prepared today. So
all right, let's do it.
So I want to start off with this one. And remember, guys, if you want us to read your check-ins, make sure you follow me on Untapped at MCK1345. New name pending. And we'll read your check-ins approximately 24 hours prior to our recording time every other Monday at 8:30 Eastern time. Now, normally I wouldn't read this one because it is a very average rating, but Tammy Miller is checking into a beer by Dog Island Brewing. And for those of you that have your heart in the 80s and love 80s movies, this beer is called Wild Stallions and spelled specifically the same way that Bill and Ted did in their excellent adventure. Really cool can art. And I'm sorry to hear that it just wasn't as good as you expected it to be. Tammy didn't put any notes, but gave it a 2.5 cap rating for it.
Not good.
But man, the can art, so cool. So cool. Kevin Page checking into something weird because he was at the Hotel Breakers for the weekend, meaning he was in Ohio. And
wow.
Looks like you were doing some Cedar Point trips, not living your life in Disney this time. Checking into a Truth by Rheingeist Brewery. He said
Nice.
6-pack at the Hotel Breakers for the weekend, 4 cap rating.
Yeah,
for that one.
Rheingeist is good. I hope you had other Rheingeist while you were there too.
Yeah, so good. Alex Fuchs is checking into a ton of stuff.
Beer share.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it that. No ratings, no notes. So cheers, Alex. I hope you enjoyed
Cheers, Alex.
all. Next on the list, Cheryl Anderson is drinking the Covenant of the Uninvention. Now, Denny, who makes beer names like that?
Burial.
You're exactly right. The Covenant of the Uninvention by Burial Beer Company. She said, not sweet, which I love. A little bit of hop bite, but smooth. Can't go wrong with Burial. And she gave this one a 4 cap rating to go along with that one. Echo checking in with us. Hey, Echo, how are you guys? It's good to see you again. Just saw you guys barely 36 hours ago.
She didn't know how cool we are.
How cool I am, yeah.
Or you are. Okay, not
well,
us.
I mean, I learned it from watching you, Denny. I really did.
You are cool, man.
Again, where do you think I got it from? Next on our list, let's see. Alex Fuchs again. Well, hey, Alex, you gave this one a rating. 3.5 caps. Simply put, sweet. For the I don't even, how the hell do you even pronounce this one? The Apalon or Apollon by Beer Balak. Let's go with that. Okay. 3.5 cap rating. Sweet was the only notes he gave for that. Ryan Whedon is checking into a Pink Robots Blackberry Raspberry Kettle Sour by Birdsong Brewing Company. 3.5 caps. No notes for that one. Got to toast Alex's there. Bill Schlemmer drinking a Deadhead IPA by West Coast style by exactly that, Distill Brewery.
I've had that beer. That's why I knew what it was. I was like, oh, I've had that one.
Yeah. Tasty West Coast style IPA, pretty hoppy with a little malt, prominent pine and resin, a touch of fruit, also quite clean, dry finish. 3 3/4 caps rating for that one. Let's see. Next on our list, Jeff Seiler is going to be checking in. Ooh, I like this one. Checking into a Golden Parachute by Corporate Ladder Brewing Company. They're getting Corporate Ladder in North Carolina now, and Jeff is taking much advantage of it. Really tasty double IPA, citrusy and dank, super crushable for a double IPA. Great to have Corporate Ladder in North Carolina. Nice stuff. 4 cap rating.
4 cap rating.
That beer.
So it's a Corporate Ladder Golden Parachute.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah. Well, we've talked about Chad enough on the show, so we'll just skip his check. No,
skip his, yeah.
But he's drinking a Chad Lamassa. You're checking into a Caught on a Limb by Mast Landing Brewing Company.
Ooh,
We've talked a lot of good stuff about those guys. 4 1/4 cap rating, but no notes on this one this time. So just Scrolling on up. Matt Griffo said he had a golden parachute last week.
Oh,
Well, we didn't get to read your check-in, buddy, so sorry.
that doesn't count.
And yeah, it doesn't count. And yes, Matt, we are overdue for a beer. Considering you're barely a mile from me. David Campbell is drinking an Outskirts by the brewery who should not be named. Cigar City Brewing. This is an older one. This is that's a pretty damn good beer. He didn't give any notes or ratings on this one, so we'll just move on to the next one.
Okay.
Jordan Cohen drinking an 80 HD, or as I like to call it, my fun personality. By Kettlehead Brewing. 3 3/4 cap rating for this one. No notes to go along with it, but everybody loves a good ADHD.
Yeah, where's Kettlehead?
Kettlehead Brewing. Well, while that's pulling up, I'll scroll up to my next one. Kettlehead is out of Tilton, New Hampshire.
Oh, New Hampshire. You never hear of beer coming out of New Hampshire.
I know, but they're.
I thought it was against the law to brew beer in New Hampshire.
No, that's Utah. That's Utah. Scrolling on up the list, I got that check-in right. Yeah, talked about ADHD. As mine kicked in. Buck Buchanan is drinking a Mosaic Grouper by Fort Myers Brewing Company. Now, I had a little bit of a moment when I read this because
was he in Fort Myers?
Well, thank God he put notes on it because he said, nice tasting beer. The wife brought me back from Florida. That he gave a 4 cap rating to. I happened to comment, I was about to be very upset with you, Buck, but you weren't in Florida, so I'll let it slide. Cheers. Growling on up the list. Only a beer and a half in, guys. What is happening?
Come on, man.
Eric
It wasn't even 8%, was it?
No, the one I'm drinking now is 4.5. Eric Gronley is drinking a black ale porter/stout by Bent Paddle Brewing Company. Nice. Kids' soccer games got rained out. I think I'll have a beer. Dude.
Oh, he's got rain.
Great response. Listen, if you can't go to the kids' soccer game, drink a beer. Take the beer to the kids' soccer game. Great to revisit. No, he didn't do it that I'm aware of, but I would have. Great to revisit this one again. Chocolate, roasty, light caramel notes. Glad to have Bent Paddle available. 4.25 caps for that one. Chad Lamassa. Checking into, well, listen, he sent in 2 voicemails, so he can have 2 check-in readings. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I'll let it slide this time.
Chad is checking into an Interstellar Bonanza by 3 Floyds Brewing. Nice and piney. Love the bitterness on the finish. Also, cool can art. 4.5 caps for that one.
So he gets 3 Floyds in Maryland?
I guess.
Gosh, man, I want 3 Floyds.
I mean, I get 3 Floyds.
You do not.
You're
get
right.
3 Floyds in Tampa?
I don't, but you know what I get now? Because I was talking to Eric.
The shoots?
I get the shoots now. I'm sorry. I was talking to Scotty.
Yeah.
He and I were going back and forth on Untapped. We got the shoots in the neighborhood now. I'm very excited.
Nice.
He got himself
Wait a
some
minute.
fresh.
Did Scotty Ward friend you on Untapped?
He did, yeah.
And not me? Or are we already friends? And I did.
Well, one of 2 ways. You're either going to be disappointed or...
No, it's okay. It's okay. I see I'm not loved.
But you're already going to be friends with him. All right. So 4.5 cap rating from Chad on that Interstellar Bonanza by 3 Floyds Brewing. Moving on up the list. I'm reading this one just because I almost did this today too. Kevin Page drinking a 60-minute IPA by Dogfish Head Craft Brewery. Why? Because it was buy one, get one at Publix.
Oh, that's why. There's got to be a reason why. That's the reason.
Yeah. And I almost did it today too because Monday is our grocery shopping day. And man, I almost did it. But I didn't, trying to be responsible. And
I'd love to hear from Kevin, if you're still watching us. I understand buy one, get one. Now, how does 60-minute hold up to what you've been enjoying from Burial and all these other and Truth from Ryan Guys, whole different style of IPA. Does it satisfy you, or do you find it lacking? Just curious.
Well, and he checked into this one about 30 minutes ago, so we
Okay.
shall see if he's still listening. And last on my list, but certainly not least, Matt Griffo is drinking a hazy-hearted IPA by Bell's Brewery. He says, tastes a little disjointed from Two Hearted, but damn tasty, and definitely a higher ABV than expected. 3 3/4 cap rating for that one. Matt also said we should for sure get all of us Tampa area listeners together for a beer sometime. That is not a bad idea. I think I can make that happen.
You should make it happen.
You're right.
That'd be great.
I should.
All right. Some great beers, everyone. Some beers I want to have, too. I want some Three Floyds, and I want some Mass Landing, and I want some Burial. I don't want any Dogfish Head, but you can keep that. But, there's some beers I want in there, for sure. But, yeah, it sounds like a great bunch of beers you guys are all drinking. And Eric Gronley, I'm glad you got to get that black ale that you, from Bent Paddle. Is that what it was? Bent Paddle?
Bent Paddle, yeah.
Yeah, drinking at your kid's soccer game.
The soccer game got rained out. Remember, he said the rain got rained out. So why not?
I'm glad you're getting rain, because we could use some rain, because wildfires just ran through, and I hope it didn't take out my favorite camping spot outside of Unity, Oregon. But we got fires everywhere, and they closed down a big stretch of interstate between Baker City and Ontario, Oregon, which is my main path when I'm going to Portland. And the fire, I guess, went right through that area that I like to camp. So I'm hoping it didn't burn it down, because I'd be very disappointed, because we love going camping there. Yeah, this weather's been crazy hot. I mean, we've been in the hundreds for a few weeks now. We did have a couple days last week that got to 99 didn't quite break 100, but yeah, 106, 107, 108 degrees constantly is kind of getting on my nerves, if you know what I mean.
Well, definitely. I definitely know what you mean, because you guys are it's a dry heat.
It's a dry, I'll tell you what, the dry heat today, we had to evacuate the office because we had a fire alarm go off, and nobody knew if it was, Eric's listening too. He's going to toss some rain my way. But we had all of a sudden, I'm sitting there working, getting ready to get onto a conference call, a team meeting, and then I'm getting ready to hit the start, and then all of a sudden the fire alarm's going off. I'm like, what the heck? No one told us we're having a fire drill. And everyone's leaving the office, so I leave. We step outside, and it was only like noon. Yeah, again, who schedules meetings for lunchtime? They should be shot.
Communists.
Right?
Communists do that.
We walk out at noon, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's hot out here. And it was like 99 degrees or whatever. I'm like, wow, this is a warm day already at noon. In fact, this morning when I got up at I went downstairs and looked at the thermometer, it was 80 degrees at 5 o'clock this morning. I mean, it never cooled down very much last night. It stayed hot all night long. So, yeah.
We just keep it wet and moist, like it should be.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, hey, it is time for the Brew Buzz. And the Brew Buzz is devoted to discussing various beer-related topics. And this week, we're going to learn about the effects of water in beer. And I pulled this information from a couple sources. Why this overlooked ingredient has a huge effect on beer. Article written by John Hull and found on the foodandwine.com website. I have a link for you to go and read in its entirety. I only took a few portions of this article, so it's got a whole lot more content. If you want to go find it, look for the show notes. Also, water, the main ingredient in beer, found on the ColliganWater.com website. So, hey, go to a Colligan guy, the Colligan man, and find out.
Hey, Colligan man.
Yeah, why water? What's this deal with water? Why is it so important? What does it do to our beer?
I think we're about to find out.
We're going to find out. So Kris and I were going to go through. I took bits and pieces and mixed them in together and came up with this little quick topic to talk about water. So One of the most overlooked materials is quality water. Without it, you could jeopardize the acidity, flavor, and richness of your beer. Hard water contains heavy metals, minerals, and impurities
Heavy
that can make
metal.
home brewing more difficult. Home brewing or commercial brewing, either one. Each time a new brewery is constructed, the first thing owners do is make sure there's access to water source. Depending on where the brewery is located, brewers might be able to just open the faucet and get down to brewing, so long as the water is complementary to the beer they want to make. Other times, it takes more work. This is a key aspect to a lot of breweries, especially here in my area, is they choose to open the brewery in Chinden. Chinden is or not Chinden, I mean Garden City. Chinden is the main road that goes through Garden City, but Garden City is right attached to Boise. It's right, right next to downtown Boise. And why would breweries open up in a town outside of the main Boise city limits? Well, it's because in order to get businesses to come into their area, they offer free water.
What?
Yes. A brewery can open up in Garden City and get free water, and imagine how much that saves you in in brewing beer, because beer is made mostly of water. So that's kind of a cool thing. But then, so access to water, and then whether or not that water, I don't know if the water has the chemistry that they're looking for. Probably not, because we have pretty hard water here in this area. So they probably still need to go and condition it and get it to a state in which they want to brew the style of beer they want to brew for whatever situation. But yeah, water is very important. Making sure you have access to a lot of it, and it doesn't take a lot of work to get it to the right chemistry you need for your beer. And we know that all water doesn't simply taste like water, and that its taste depends on location. Yeah. We can taste the difference between city water, where fluoride has been added, or well water from a country pump that has a lightly cool iron metallic taste. Water in coastal regions can have a salinity content. Depending on the location of a brewery, these flavors can come through in the taste of a beer. So water is pretty important.
Water is pretty important. Eric Gronley said he might be a little biased, but he thinks they have the best water. And I told him,
Well,
I
it
said,
is a state of 10,000 lakes, right?
yeah, I said, with all those damn lakes, you better have good water. Yeah, our water out of, well, I've started to fill up a pool before, and our water here is, what did my friend tell me? It's the alkalinity is high, so our water is naturally blue.
Okay, yeah, because of the salt. Yeah, because of all the salt and salt content.
I don't know exactly what it is, but it kind of I thought it was pretty cool last time I did that. So let's move on to the next part of this one. Different styles of beer benefit from different kinds of water. Stouts can benefit from water with high alkalinity. Hard water benefits darker lagers. Low mineral water is favored by pilsners. Or it's just favored by pilsners. The popular Hazy IPA benefits from water that has less sulfate and more chloride. The Goza, with its slightly salty attributes, was developed in Golzer, Germany, where the town's water has some salinity.
That makes sense, right?
It sure does.
That's where the salinity came from. Now, brew it here in the States, you got to add that salt. It's not natural.
Yeah, well, Matt Griffo said our water is also terrible for brewing anything lighter than a red. Yeah. Our water's hard as hell here. Lots of iron. Yeah. Let's see. Perhaps the most famous brewery town celebrated for its water is Burton-upon-Trent in the United Kingdom. It has been home to a multitude of breweries over the centuries, with Bass perhaps being the best known. The water is high in calcium and magnesium and low in bicarbonate and sodium. This proved lovely for English pale ales, giving them a distinct taste sought after all over the world. Today,
hold on.
Go ahead.
So, Kris, you mentioned that now in Tampa you can get the Schutz Brewery beers, right? And they were inspired to brew beer based on living in the Burton-upon-Trent the location and drinking beers. When they came back to the States, he wanted, and I can't remember his name, Ken something, no, whatever. He wanted to mimic the beers he had there, and so they take their water and they condition it and put gypsum in it to get it that same character of that water profile. So all their beers take on that English pale type, character.
Nice.
Just a little random trivia that I learned while doing the brewery tour at the Chutes.
Yeah.
Back
Okay.
in 2010 or whenever it was, a long time ago.
Isn't it weird that that's a long time ago?
And I remember, yeah.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's the other thing. A long time ago, 14 years ago was a long time ago, and I still remembered. That's even more amazing.
So proud of you. Well, this works out in my favor. Today, if a brewery in, say, Tampa wanted to make a traditional English pale with the right brewing technology, they could be able to bring their local water to a neutral pH, then add various mineral compounds to recreate the flavor and aroma of water found in that central English town.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it, Matt Griffo.
You can do it. He makes some great beer.
Well, damn. How come I has great beer?
Because you're not in Tampa.
That's true. That's true. All right. So controlling the pH of your wort is critical. But what is pH? It's a scale ranging from 0 to 14 that determines the acidity of a liquid. Pure filtered water is considered neutral at pH of 7. Anything above is considered alkaline, and anything below is considered acidic. How does this affect beer? A higher pH, and think more alkaline or neutralizing, makes the beer taste dull and less flavorful, as a lower pH creates a crisper, more acidic taste. Ideally, most brewers aim for a pH of 5.2 to 5.5. Even slight differences in pH can greatly affect a beer's hop and bitterness. So how do water minerals affect pH? Minerals found in water are considered flavor ions. Atoms that are positively or negatively charged. In general, positively charged ions like calcium, magnesium, and sodium lower the pH, add more flavor, and result in a cleaner or clearer beer. On the other hand, negatively charged ions like chloride, sulfate, and bicarbonate raise the pH. That said, each of these minerals can affect beer in different ways. For example, calcium affects clarity, magnesium enhances flavor, and sodium sweetens malts. With negatively charged flavor ions, chloride creates a fuller taste, sulfite accentuates hop bitterness, and bicarbonate produces a neutralizing taste. By using different combinations of these minerals, you can create your favorite type of beers or your own unique flavor.
Well, unless you talked about gypsum earlier, Denny.
Yeah, I did.
Well, what the hell's gypsum? Let's find out. Ingredients to affect water chemistry. Gypsum, aka calcium sulfate. It increases calcium and sulfates, which I would imagine it would do, being that it's calcium sulfate, and slightly lowers pH. Epsom salt, aka magnesium sulfate. This increases, I can't believe I'm reading this again. This increases magnesium and sulfate levels. Make sure it's food grade. Calcium chloride, I bet you it increases calcium and chloride levels, while slightly lowering pH. Table salt increases sodium levels, but just make sure it's deionized. Baking soda increases alkalinity and pH. And acid. Most commonly used acids are lactic acid and phosphoric acid. This decreases mash pH.
Yeah, that baking soda is that bicarbonate. In case you didn't listen, I didn't put that in there. Well, there you go. A short and sweet, but very informative little brew buzz topic on the effect of water in your beer. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope maybe some of these home brewers that maybe didn't understand the water as much as they thought, maybe they got a little insight here. But like I said, I will post these articles in the show notes if you want to go look at them more deeply or do your own search and find out how you can affect your water to create the beer style taste profile you want, do that. It'd be great.
Or as my mid-Atlantic folks call it, wooder.
Wooder.
It's wooder. You wash your
Okay.
hands with it.
You wash
You
my hands with it.
wash your hands in the wooder.
Yes. All right. It's Kris. It's time for our new and noteworthy beers, and I see you have quite a list.
Let me tell you, it's going to be a few minutes for me to get through this one.
Are you not drinking, Kris? Are you? I mean, I'm not drinking as much as I've cut back. Man, this year I've cut back a lot in my drinking, even though it doesn't seem like it on tap because I've checked into a lot more beers, and I think I checked into more beer so far this year than I checked in all of last year.
I've been going more towards beers that I've
already checked into. Right?
Yeah, I don't think I'm as adventurous right now with my beer selections.
Yeah.
I'm going for my my reliable ones.
Yeah.
Reliable. Yeah. So
me too.
Denny, tell me about your new and noteworthy beers.
Well, I will do that. I will agree with you, Kris, that I also tend to, like last year, that's one of the reasons why my list was so small last year as far as new unique beers, is I was just drinking things that I enjoy and supporting those breweries that I that are making good beer that I just don't want to disappear, because breweries are disappearing if you don't buy their beer. And so I've been really focused on that. But part of the reason why I've been drinking so many new beers is because, man, people have been so generous to giving me beer lately. And I think every beer all 3 beers I'm going to talk about today were all provided to me by people just loving me and giving me beer. So that is fantastic. So the first beer I'm going to talk about is from Mr. Eric Gronley. He gave me quite the beer package when we met up in Minnesota. Portage Brewing's Coffee Cake Blonde Ale. And it kind of goes along in kind of our, in our topic of last episode where we talked about golden stouts and blonde stouts. It's not a stout. It's a golden ale, but has coffee flavor and has some cinnamon flavor in there too to kind of mimic a coffee cake. And it's done really well. It's done so well, I give it a 5 cap rating.
Wow.
Yes, a 5 cap rating to a blonde ale. But this blonde ale was fantastic. Here's what I had to say about it. Nice light coffee aroma on the nose, a very pleasant coffee essence up front, followed by a nice cereal malt and cinnamon flavor in the finish. A great beer, and one I am thankful to get gifted to me from my friend Eric. 5 cap rating. Great beer. I really enjoyed this beer a lot. Like I said, 5 cap rating. So if you're able to get Portage Brewing, try their Coffee Cake Blonde Ale. I think you'll really enjoy it. I did. All right, next one is from my buddy Alex Fuchs. Wait, right here. Wait, there you go. The Three-Legged Crow Brewery in Israel. Remember, he sent me a care package and with this shirt and a bunch of beers, and I've just been slow to drinking them because I haven't been drinking a lot. I'm drinking NA beers during my workout days, and I'm working out quite a bit. So I'm, when I'm working out, I'm not drinking. I gotta drink heavily when I'm not working out. That might be a problem. But this is from Vault City Brewing. I think this is a Scottish brewery, and this is Strawberry Sundae Fruited Sour. Wow. Okay. That sounds great, right? I gave this a 5 cap rating too. 2 5 cap ratings. Can you imagine that for a fruited sour? Yeah, it's really good. Huge strawberry aroma. Now, strawberry is very difficult to get the flavor into beer. I think it can be too light or too much. Getting just the right amount is tough. This was just nice aroma. It had a big strawberry aroma, but the strawberry flavors follow it into the flavor, but not as strong as like the aroma. It had a nice strawberry flavor, but it wasn't too light or too heavy or syrupy, with a tart fruitiness. Has a little vanilla cream as well, with a creamy mouthfeel and full body, Really great sour without any of the heavy acidic tendencies. Thanks, Alex. Yeah, 5 cap rating from Fall City Brewing. So thank you. I really enjoyed that one, Alex. And my last beer is another one from Eric Ronley. It was a crowler, 32 ounces of Forgotten Star Brewing's Tripels is Best. And it's a Belgian triple. Imagine that. And smells like a triple. Coriander is strong. Tastes like a triple as well. The coriander comes off prominent with a little banana and white pepper in the finish. Hides the 8.8% ABV very well. A really nice, a really well done triple for anyone wanting to try the style. 4.5 cap rating. Great beer. So thank you, Eric, for both those great beers. Really enjoyed them, and I still have more beers that you gave me to drink. I'm still trying to get through them. I've got more from Alex. I've got the one Jeff Seiler sent me, the Belgian or the barley wine, the English barley wine.
You better get drinking, Denny.
I know. My beer fridge is full, and I am just slow at getting them down, which is a good thing, right? It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a wonderful problem to have.
Yeah. Okay, Kris, it's time to start to close down the show. But before we do that, I always want to give you a chance to raise a glass. So who would you like to raise a glass to tonight?
So I have two people. One, Miguel from the No More Pores podcast. I got a phone call from him the other day, and as a last minute, one of their hosts couldn't make it, and he goes, "Hey, I know this is last minute, and you want to come join us for an interview?"
Yeah,
and I
I'm
was
in a
like,
hard spot.
I was like, I don't know if I can. Let me take that back. I want to thank three people.
Okay.
Because Miguel called me and I was like, I don't know if I'll make it in like an hour, dude. That's kind of short notice. Tina goes, just finish eating your dinner and go. And I'm like,
wow.
Oh, okay. So thank you to Miguel for giving me the phone call. Thank you to Tina for kicking my ass out the door so I can go have some fun and talk about beer. And so we could also go talk to Paloma Mejia. And Paloma is the executive director for the Florida Brewers Guild. And we had the opportunity to interview her on the No More Pores podcast. And it was a lot of fun. So thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Tina. And thank you, Paloma, for coming out and chatting with us while we sat in Tampa Bay Brewing Company and had a couple beers. So, Denny, who would you like to raise a glass to this evening?
All right. Raising my glass to our Patreon toast night goes to Mr. Tom Byrne here locally in the Boise area. Tom, come on, man. It's been like 3 years since we've gotten together and had beers. I'm waiting. Come on. Hit me up. Let's go out and have some beers. Cheers to you, buddy. Thank you for your support. And to my buddy Bob, who is on an Alaskan cruise right now. Sent me a picture from the Devil's Place Tavern in Juneau, Alaska. I said, hey, don't let the devil get you in trouble, buddy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Cheers to you. I'm glad he's out there having fun, enjoying the cool weather in Alaska. He said he did have a long sleeve shirt and a vest on, but it got a little warm and he had to take the vest off. Warm in Alaska. Who would have imagined it'd be warm in Alaska? But and tomorrow he's going up to Sagway. Is that right? Sagway? I don't know. He's going up to where it's going to be cold and rainy, and they're doing a rails and bike ride trail thing, like a thing. So he's going to be getting wet and cold, riding the trails and the rails and whatever.
Funny enough, we have a friend that lives in North Pole, Alaska.
The North Pole?
No, North Pole,
Santa
Alaska.
Claus?
Yeah, that's what I always when Tina talks to her, it's her best friend Cassandra, and I always say, "How's our little, how's our favorite elf doing?" Like,
hey, say hi to Rudolph for me.
That's right.
All right. I also, being a former serviceman, I want to raise my glass and thank all those who have served and are currently serving in the U.S. military services, protecting our freedoms. Thank you for your service, and I hope all who are deployed are able to return home safely to their families very soon. And Kris, why don't you go ahead and raise a glass to our sponsor? our
Let's
great sponsor.
Let's do that. I want to raise a glass to the folks over at Tin Tackers, the provider of sweet metal beer signs that will make your walls happy. Tin Tackers has a vast selection of embossed aluminum beer signs, kind of like this one, or like this one that I haven't put up yet. Perfect for your garage, home bar, or man cave. They have the biggest selection with the best prices. They also have a mini tacker of the month club, a club just for craft beer lovers who collect tin tackers, a surprise in your mailbox every month. Visit their website at tintackers.com and use the promo code TAPTHECRAFT at checkout to save 10% on your entire order and to let them know we sent you.
Yeah, do that, please. These guys are great. I've bought a number of tackers and stickers and things from them, and they've been providing us with some great gifts, swag to give away to our great listeners. Go support them. Buy something and use our discount code to save some money too. It'd be great. All right. Well, you can find the beers and the links to the articles mentioned in the show in the show notes located on the show post at taptocraft.com. And it is last call. It's time to bring the show to a close. We want to thank you for downloading and listening. We ask you to please tell a friend.
Please.
And of course, subscribe on your favorite podcast app. And as a reminder, we release a new show every 2 weeks. Now go out there and spread the good word of craft beer. Cheers. Did you just down that before we did a cheers?
There was like
Come on,
an inch in
man.
there.
Come on.
I don't know why he was gonna be talking smack to me, Denny.